Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition Diesel figure from Mattel. This is another Ultimate Edition figure that came with the New Generation ring that was a part of the Mattel Creations campaign a couple years ago. And the question is this worth tracking down now if you, like me, missed out on that campaign? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, as Ultimate Editions are wont to be. And yeah, just overall, they definitely bring it with the Ultimate Editions. And you know, this Diesel has a relatively simple look, pardon me there. But as you can see, I mean, just a lot of black plastic, especially the pants and the shoes, pretty much like no paint whatsoever. We do get the Diesel symbol on the front of the top, done very, very cleanly. And then everything else, just, you know, again, just the black for the top and then skin tone for everything else. And you know, we got tampos for the tattoos here on the arms. The elbow pad here does slip down, so you can kind of see more of that, which is pretty cool. We got the gloved hand and the open hand, obviously. And then we have the face sculpt, and this is a little more cartoony than I'm used to seeing from Mattel, especially at this point. But again, we are now 30 years out from Kevin Nash having this look, so you know, that is excusable, and still, like, it is unmistakable as Kevin Nash, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, just overall, really good looking figure. Accessories here are very straightforward, and there's no reason for them not to be. So let's jump right into it with first set of hands. So we get our C grips right out of the box, and then we get a pair of fists. Then we get two head sculpts, so we saw the more kind of like intense stare, kind of stoic look for the first one. And then we get a yelling head, which I think looks even more like actual Kevin Nash. So I think this is even a more accurate head sculpt. Looks a little less, I guess, kind of, the features look a little less soft, obviously. And just overall, a great yelling head, honestly. So yeah, very well done there. And then finally, we get the entrance gear with the leather vest. Very nice texturing here as well. And you know, we see the fringe there, it's done nicely, and all of the silver paint is just expertly done. Very, very clean, no missteps whatsoever. It's just a very cool looking piece. And yeah, so that is accessories. Articulation, balance here are excellent. As you can see, Diesel can hold the freestanding side kick, front kick, kind of a mix of the two here, but does balance pretty well. And then breaking down the articulation, we do have the dumbbell joint in the head. We're not going to get anything up because of the hair, but we do get a little bit of down, and not even really any tilt, again, because of the way the hair is sculpted. So there's that. We do get nice, smooth butterfly joints. Don't know what I was going to say. Then we get hinge and swivel at the shoulder, so we come out to a perfect T. We get bicep swivel, we get double jointed elbows, we get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get our ball joint at the diaphragm, and that brings us about that far forward, about that far back. There's our neutral. We do get a waist swivel, come down to the hips, and we're coming out about that far, not splits, but I mean, again, it's Diesel, doesn't need to. The important part is that we actually do come all the way out to a 90 for our front kick, so we do get the big boot. And then we get thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Nothing at the calf / boot, but all that articulation is worked into the foot here, so we do get a little bit of rotation. We get about that much point, about that much forward, so not much to speak of. We get our toe joint, and we get a little bit of rocker. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with our articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Ultimate Edition Diesel figure from Mattel is that this figure rules. And as I had stated at the beginning of the video, this was part of the Mattel Creations campaign for the New Generations ring, which I didn't get, so I had to track this down on the second market. And to answer that question at the beginning of the video, I absolutely think this is worth tracking down. Certainly if you are a fan of Diesel or that whole era of WWE. So yeah, I wish you luck on the secondary market. Right now, prices aren't too bad. I mean, they're definitely up there, but you know, I was able to find this for a reasonable price. And I think if you kind of watch a few things or save the search, you should be able to find this for a decent price. So I wish you the best of luck in that. And that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And if you want to take the next level and help me even more, there'll be ways listed to do that in the description below. So please check that out. And all of that being said, I just want to say, I hope to see you back again, because I do various reviews, at least 3 reviews a week, of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you back. And all of that being said, I want to say ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.